Hey guys, I'm Matthew. This is Matthew the Ogre versus the Alien Inside, a look into my cancer and mental health. This was an idea I had about a month ago after my diagnosis with kidney cancer, as a way to share my experience and how I deal with overall mental health. I will be having guests on the show to talk about their experiences with mental health and just as friends. As we go through this journey, I hope I can offer encouragement and comfort to those who may be going through the same thing. I'm going to try to keep these to an hour episode, but if I feel the need, I will go longer. My name is Matthew. I am an ADHD adult, father, husband, lover, and kind of a total nut job. I am very much a nonconformist, bit of a nerd who loves to live and laugh and love. Life is freaking good. But I wasn't always this way. Mental health is something I've dealt with my entire life. But it wasn't until almost 7 years ago when my brother passed that I really started to make healthy changes. My brother also died of cancer. He died of brain cancer. Now I have cancer. I also have a genetic condition called Lynch syndrome. It increases the chance of colorectal cancer in men by 80%, as well as many other cancers. We are still waiting on the genetic results to confirm that I have Lynch syndrome, but it runs in my family. So mental health is going to be so mental health is going through this is going to be a struggle. Sorry, I took notes and I'm reading, and I'm not used to doing this. This is my first episode, so just bear with me. I'm doing my best. Mental health is going to be a struggle through this journey. And the worst thing you can do is not talk about it. I have a rare form of kidney cancer that has grown in my ureter collection system coming off my kidney. It's not actually in the kidney, it's in the collection system coming off the kidney down to the bladder. We are very much in the beginning stage of this, as I still don't have my treatment plan. More will come, and this is the timeline of where we are now. May 31st, 6 a.m., I had just worked a 12-hour shift at my job. And that week, leading up to going to the ER, I had a mild discomfort in my lower abdomen, pelvic region. And it didn't get worse, but it didn't go away. So I was thinking maybe I had a bladder infection or a UTI. And for guys, if you don't know this, a bladder infection or a UTI in men is extremely rare and usually means there's something else wrong. If you have this discomfort, get it checked out right away. I went to the ER after drinking a crap ton of liquid, and of course, there was no infection. But I was told that there was something wrong with my kidney, something very wrong with my kidney. They didn't say what. So June 2nd, we went to the urologist, my wife and I. This urologist, the urologist himself was awesome, but the office was a joke. My appointment was like 4:10 in the afternoon, and by the time we had gotten there, from the time that I left the ER to the time that I got to the urologist, they had made 3 different charts for me. All 3 had different information on them, and when I got to the urologist office and told them my birthday, they wouldn't let me see the urologist because apparently my birthday was wrong. So, yeah. So we didn't go back to them. That was a really bad taste in my mouth. This is not something I want to mess around with or joke around with. So I wanted quality. So we went somewhere else. June 3rd, we called another urologist, oncologist. He is actually both. With more knowledge of Lynch syndrome. Where we are going, they're actually doing a study on Lynch syndrome, and it comes with all different benefits, all kinds of different benefits for myself if I do get diagnosed with Lynch syndrome, on top of this being one of the leading cancer hospitals in the area. June 20th, I had a biopsy. under general anesthesia. They placed a stent from my kidney to my bladder, and it is stupid uncomfortable, and I'm urinating like every 20 minutes, half an hour, on top of the fact that I got to drink 100 ounces of water plus a day, which I am not used to. I try to drink as much fluid as I can. Usually it's Gatorade, water, lots of coffee, and anything else that I find delicious, but coffee is my number one. The reason they placed the stent is because of the swelling from the biopsy. They wanted to make sure the kidney was properly draining. Next up after that, August 4th, in 2 days, I have my follow-up appointment. I'm guessing this is where I'm going to get the plan of treatment. Apparently they're removing the stent from my kidney to my bladder. Thank God they're taking that out. It's horribly uncomfortable. And as of 2 days ago, I went on disability and FMLA, and I am no longer working. Working with, even in the minor condition that I am now, with the stent in my, in this tube between my kidney and my bladder. I found that when I was at work, I couldn't urinate. And when I did, it was blood. When I wasn't at work and I was home relaxing and, just enjoying the day, doing things around the house, and my camera just went nuts. And I don't know why. And here we go. We're back. Hi again. Anyway, while I'm at work, I have issues urinating. When I'm home, I don't. So we decided after an episode the other day of just crazy exhaustion and nausea, that it was viable for me to go on disability. I probably could have worked, but at the same time, I didn't want to risk anything with the stent causing an issue. So, with that said, here I am. It is what it is. So, my thoughts and ideas behind this, through this journey, I wanted to be open and honest with all of you. Point of note, just since my efforts have been to focus on my personal mental health, I've made it a part of myself and who I am not to lie. Lying only hurts yourself and the people around you. As much as it hurts sometimes to tell the truth, a lie will hurt more. And I don't do it. It's not something I'm a big part of. It's a choice that I have adapted into my everyday life. Honesty, integrity, respect, and being a man of my word are huge to me. That's who I am. If I can't be honest and respect myself, how can I do it for anybody else? I'm sure someone in my audience is going to pick a fight or pick my life apart and try to start shit. Do your thing, whatever. I don't know. With this, I will say, with this said, I will answer any and all questions without hesitation and as honestly as I possibly can. It's just who I am, and I'm an open book. I don't mind talking about myself. I don't mind telling you my history. I don't mind talking on various things. And if we get to it, we get to it. Ground rules, lots of ground rules. Like I said, I will talk to you honestly and I will answer your questions, but I will not fight with you. I expect everyone to be respectful for each other and to each other. For some, religious belief is a big part of their journey in mental health and even through cancer. I myself, I'm not a religious person, even though I'm a pastor's kid. So please don't come at me with fanatic religious arguments and statements. I will not put up with it. I just won't. I'm not okay with it. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying I'm right, but I will not argue it. And I will block you, ignore you, or do whatever in my power to just not deal with you. I do not take a political stance other than the fact that they're all idiots, and I won't discuss politics. So that's off the table too. In any fashion, just I won't. Or sports. Fuck sports. I hate sports. Sports are boring, and I have better uses of my brain power than to sit in front of a TV and watch a bunch of mindless idiots run at each other. I don't get it. I don't like it. And that's how it is. If any of you rub me the wrong way, try to start some shit, disrespect any of my listeners, I will put you on blast. I will bring you straight to the podcast. I will call out your name and who you are. And trust me, when I do research, I can do research. I can find just about anybody, anywhere, at any time. This is a place of sharing thoughts, ideas related to cancer and mental health. Therefore, this is an area of no shame and no judgment. I'm not a judgmental person. I do not cast shame on people. It's just not my thing. I grew up as a pastor's kid. It was done to me all my life. I just don't do it. It's not okay. Passing judgment on people for the smallest things is not okay. I have my ears pierced. I have a mohawk. I listen to techno music. Whatever. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you, and that's just how things are going to go. So I will treat you equally and fairly until you give me a reason not to. That's just my stance on how this podcast is going to go. And, yeah. Let's hope everything is hunky-dory and happy-lappy. And let's just have a good freaking time. Being mentally healthy together and, pushing forward and just encouraging each other and loving each other and, being truthful and honest and just straightforward. There's no other way around it. Just be true. It's... If you can't be true, then you ain't got mental health. That's just how it is. That's it. Mental health is so important, and I love the push that society is making right now to make it known. I feel like we still struggle though. Like, there are more people out there with mental health and acknowledging that they have poor mental health, but we don't have enough therapists. It's very hard to get decent appointments these days. Having decent mental health is more than just being happy in life. It's being confident in who you are, realizing your potential for more. It's realizing that being in control is not always the answer. And I have a story about that, and I will tell you that story down the road. Not being in the control is not always the answer. Or being in control is not always the answer. Give up control sometimes. Let go of the small things that bring you down. There's no point. If they're holding you down, get rid of them. It's not okay. It's facing difficult pain head on and not cowering. It's being honest, true, and faithful to you. It's so important. And as I said earlier, this is a place of honesty, no judgment, and no shame. This is going a lot quicker than I expected, but hopefully next time I will have more, because I will have a guest. I plan on bringing my wife on here, who has all the details of what I'm going through, and will ask me some probably pretty tough questions. I will have other friends on. I have a friend who is extremely curious about everything and asks great questions. And then I have a friend who is going through serious mental health issues herself to the point, at one point, she was debilitated. She could not get out of her house. There were weeks that I didn't hear from her. She's honestly my best friend. She's my best friend. No S. Friend. We go to raves together. We've gone to festivals together, just me and her. And we love to sit and laugh and talk bullshit and just have a great time. And she is a wonderful person. And I cannot wait to get her on here. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. You're going to meet some people, other people who have cancer. You're going to meet some other people, like I said, who have mental health, who have questions about mental health, who have questions about my cancer. You know, this is going to be a lot of fun, I think. Like I said, this is my first episode, so who knows down the road what we're going to get into. Well, you guys are probably going to ask me, what book am I reading? I don't read, but I'm going to try. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to try. But as I said, in the beginning, I am Matthew. This is Matthew the Ogre versus the Alien Inside. I want you to feel free to message me or email me at matthewtheogre@gmail.com or on Instagram at matthewtheogre, all one word. Until next time, I honestly hope you are all well, and I want you to keep pushing forward, no matter how small the step or how small the movement. Keep going forward. Don't go backwards, go forward. And if you can't go forward, then stay exactly where you're at and make an effort to go forward. Live the way you want to live. Be happy in who you are and what you're doing and how your life is going. That's it. Until next time, I'm Matthew. Have a great night.